you can feel that this is a space of importance in a way. And I think it's not very often that we somehow collectively also get together and sit in a space.
I'm really pleased to be talking about Heart of Darkness in the way of ordinary objects and where they come from, being in a tropical forest.
It shifts you a little bit out of this usual, how you usually perceive yourself, and you're in the darkness with all these people.
So these expeditions are bringing together a set of ideas in a sort of loose structure. So it's about an open-ended approach to learning, which is perhaps slightly different from the more traditional art college learning. We've defined it as a surrogate art school, so it's taking the art school out into the environment. And we're working with students from across the school, so there's different disciplines represented here. And I think one of the key aspects to it is that by bringing students together from different disciplines and giving them a first-hand experience that perhaps takes them a little bit out of their comfort zone, they hopefully will gain a new way of relating to this very, very significant and important idea of climate change.
My practice is focused around the loss of biodiversity, particularly in the plant world. Meeting other people from across the university who share these interests and who bring a different insight from all the different courses that they're on has been a really valuable experience.
It must have just hatched or something. But...
The Shortcourse UK consists of both the participants made up from students and a flexible group of lecturers. And these have included scientists, artists and local environmental experts.
If we don't put information out there, then there are plenty of people who will. And there are scientists, a few, who actually do integrate with the media. At the age of about 14, you get steered into arts or science, and you end up sort of going down one route or the other, and sort of ne'er the twain will ever meet again. What's quite nice about projects like Cape Farewell is it's taking people from different backgrounds, scientists, writers, musicians and so on, and bringing them together with an intellectual objective to try and communicate aspects of science.
Lots of my work up to this point in the last sort of 6 months, 12 months has been focused on the implications of network communication. I'm actually quite surprised that I didn't really have to come very far to sort of put myself in a historical point of reference, you know, with regards to that sort of stuff.
We haven't met each other all before, and just to sort of drop that guard of who you are and what you do as an artist or as a person who's involved in it, and just to actually absorb what's going on around you first and then have those discussions was really interesting for me. You know, there's so many people on the course and they all, I think, have similar questions, really. Yeah.
I work in quite a solitary way as an artist, and I think that's sort of quite a default setting for me. And what Shortcourse UK are sort of enabling me to do is to meet other people and to exchange experiences of place and knowledge of one thing or another.
Few peregrines are left. There will be fewer. They may not survive. Many die on their backs, clutching insanely at the sky in their last convulsions, withered and burnt away. I've always been very interested by the whole Cape Farewell phenomenon of bringing artists and scientists together. To be honest, one of the great things is being with a group and being able to hear people's very different perspectives on the same core issue.
I think the Shortcourse UK has been a very rich experience, and especially these last couple of days as the group's really bonded and we've been coming up with some really vital and interesting conversations.
Well, Shortcourse has just sort of opened my mind as to other people's opinions on what we should be doing, and hopefully I can use what I've been learning in graphic design just to, I don't know, share it with others, I guess.
What we get out from this is quite hard to quantify. The outcome happens all through the journey. It's the conversations, the experiences, the connections that are made between individuals on the expedition. The general overriding message has been to consider the issues around climate change and other environmental issues that affect the more local rather than the global environment.